Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Hi, Thelma and Kathy, girly girl. Hello, Diane. Uh,
Thelma.
yeah, I said Thelma
Okay.
first. Is that it? Is it just the three so far? We have others further back in the chat. Oh, hello, guys.
Nope.
I was doing pretty well, all things considered, last night, but I gotta say, I am dizzy as all get out today. So this will be interesting. But that's okay. Today I decided that we're going to do the Bloom with Joy set, which is the purple and greens. You guys were sure I would do first. Well, we're not, but I am going to do that. We are going to use our beautiful vellums with this one. And I did not choose a piece of acetate for today, but I do assure you that acetate will be back in some of our other kits along the way. I've got my inserts. I've got these.
Hi to Sharma and Ashley.
Hi. Oh, hi, Ashley. Hey, you. I've never seen you on a stream before. Hello. Okay, so Sharma and Diane and Miss Sparks and Ashley. Good to see you guys. Who cares if the flowers go on crooked, right? Yeah.
Donna says, please be careful.
Yeah. I'm just going to sit here in my chair. I'm not standing for anything. I got out of bed today and I rolled over in bed and I thought, oh, yeah, it's still with me. And then I sat up in bed and the room spun mightily and I thought, yep, it's still with me. And then it kind of subsided a little bit. So I stood up to go over and turn the light on. And I staggered. It was only like 7 feet to the light switch, but I staggered this way and that way and every other way before I got back to the bed. And then I called Bryce and said, I think some assistance to get to my chair is going to be required. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to let people get things for me. There will be no reaching down, no reaching across. I'm just going to kind of keep myself to my little space. Hey, Glenn, where's the crystal straightener? You know, I went to the doctor yesterday afternoon, right before What's New Wednesday, and she had me do this little exercise. She was doing this full neurological workup to see if I had anything maybe horrible wrong with me, which we don't think I do. We just think it's an allergy. But she had me just drop back onto the bed and she was kind of catching my head. Hi, Mitzi. Good to see you, friend. And that was the most dizzy I have ever been. Holy cow. I came out of that one and everything was going every which direction. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was hanging on for dear life. Yes, it can make me nauseous, but it hasn't since the beginning. The first couple days I was very nauseous, and now I seem to be kind of getting past that, hopefully. So, got yeah, yeah. I need to get my little crystal straightened up. Well, because we've tried that many times already, she told me she thinks because it's allergy related, I'm just gonna have to kind of go through it. Okay, let's talk about something besides my dizziness for a moment. And let's take a look at our toppers. Maybe you can go to my hands now, Margie, please. Say hello to Margie and Susan, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, I just want to see what we want to do here. I have not made our card samples. Lenore, do we have a Lenore with us? Okay. Okay, so I just want to lay these out. I'm going to make a note card out of each one of these because I think this is beautiful. So I think I'm going to probably go like this and make note cards out of these two bottom pieces. I think that this topper, like this little one, what am I going to do there? It's an interesting way they've done that for the extra pieces that we have. I'm going to have to think on this card a little bit. This is very interesting what they've done with this one. Okay, I had a thought before we started about perhaps using this pretty saying on one of my parchment backgrounds. I just think that could be really pretty. This almost wants to be a European A6 by itself. I hope I'm not mumbling. Let me look up while I'm going through my I'm going through my
Diane says it's
thought
nice
process.
To watch you figuring it out because this is what she has the most problems with.
Well, there we go. I'm here to serve. It's not that I just didn't get out here and get our card samples made. It's because I'm helping you. I'm going with it.
Say hi to Roberta and Mary R.
Hello, Roberta. Hello, Mary R. I like these pieces that they put together, but they don't go very well with the topper, so I may make this into its own card. And I think I'm going this way. I have two beautiful. Oh, that's going to be by its own card right there. And that's going to be its own card right there.
Debbie, can we move those two smaller cards because they're blocking your purple plan? Right there in front.
Yes.
They're really blocking it, so
yeah.
It's hard to see.
I'm just laying these out to show myself what I want to do. So I know that I'm going to make two cards out of the bottom of this. So,
Thank you.
Yes, that is two cards. This is going to be a card over here. I'm laying this topper on top of here, perhaps. Oh, I do like that though. I'm going to use this piece here of my parchment, I believe, as a backer. We're going to have a lot of cards here tonight for Thursday. There's a lot in this kit. We're going to put this one as a backer on this piece of parchment paper.
Mary would like to know if Bob got a teddy ornament yet.
Yes, he really, really liked it, Mary. He really liked it. He chuckled. Okay, I think I told you guys he's been kind of having a sad Christmas, you know. I don't know. He's a little more cognizant than he is sometimes, and he's really been experiencing the loss of his wife this Christmas. In fact, but because of the Parkinson's, sometimes he gets things kind of befuddled in his mind, and he thinks she left him.
I thought you were talking about Teddy.
No.
And I'm thinking, who's Teddy's wife?
No, he's thinking that she left him, and he's really been feeling sad. He wishes he knew where she was. And so Bryce has explained to him a couple times that she passed and that they were with him, you know, that he was with her when she passed, but he's not totally getting it. So he's he's just really experiencing loss in a profound way this Christmas. And all of your cards and your messages and stuff have just been so sweet for him because he cheers up. Really he's really he's joyful when he gets them. So thank you. That's a blessing to all of us. And that little teddy ornament was adorable. Okay, I think I have a basic plan. Excuse me, laid out here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and we'll probably a 7th here. And we will still do a little book page. So we got a lot to do. Let's just get this show on the road, shall we? I'm going to start with a European A6 card.
I've only got 3 though.
Oh, there's many more coming. Well,
I'm gonna keep.
we're gonna
touching
switch
as I
out.
know, but I don't know yet.
Those just come out of this, so I'll do this one.
we'll switch out as we go. I
Okay.
just want to show how beautiful this parchment is by itself. So I'm going to, our first card here is going to be to put this parchment on this paper because it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to use a narrow tape. Bye, Ashley. Thanks for stopping in, friend.
Bye, Ashley. Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley's coming back next week, guys.
Woohoo.
Okay, so I'm going to put my acetate on the top here of this card.
Take this thing out.
Your parchment vellum.
Oh, yeah, my parchment. Don't listen to what I say, listen to what I mean, okay? Okay, so, oh, that's beautiful. And I can say that because I put this under one of the darker rows on here, even if you come in close, Margie, you don't see that tape at all, which is actually really good to know because I can put little pieces of tape under the darker elements on here and will be great.
Be all right on the night.
You know, Roberta, it's kind of a blessing and a curse that he's been more cognizant because he, he is generally joyful when he's not remembering everything, and then when he does remember things, and it's part of Parkinson's too, that kind of remembering things that didn't happen is kind of part of Parkinson's. You hear about people with Parkinson's having hallucinations and things, having full conversations with people who aren't there. And I think that's maybe a little bit of what we're beginning to see there. And I think it's just something we have to work through. Oh. Yeah, so you know exactly what I mean, Sharma. Yeah, I tried to talk to him about it last night. I told him I thought he looked kind of sad and, did he want to talk about it? Could we talk and see if there was something I could put straight for him or, just help him in any way just by letting him talk about what was bothering him? And he said, yes, I'm really sad because my coat won't zip. Yeah. And I noticed he'd been trying to work on his zipper. So, you gotta laugh sometimes. I'm not cruel, but sometimes you just have to laugh at the funny things because, hello there, knocked my remote on the floor. I'm not going to pick it up.
I'll pick it up later.
If I pick it up, my chair's likely to roll
Let's
right
not
out
do
from
that.
under me.
I got it. Here I come. Here I come to the rescue. Do-do-do.
You guys have to see Susan's ugly sweater.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sorry, Susan, it's your beautiful sweater, but it's a class act ugly sweater. We're going to the big screen for a second, Margie. I want them to see this. Look at this sweater, guys.
It's Christmas.
Check out that sweater, guys.
Oh,
Here,
which
let
one?
me move
Right,
over a
this
little
one.
bit. There you go. Look
Okay.
at that
And then you
sweater.
do the twirl. Back again.
I'm loving that sweater. That sweater just cracks me up and makes me happy. Thank
That's
you for
good.
wearing that sweater, Susan. Okay, back to this. Look how beautiful this is just by itself, guys. And I just put another tape strip down because I decided that it's absolutely fine under this parchment. How gorgeous is that? I'm pretty happy with that just by itself. I'm going to put this topper right here on here.
Which one is that? Oh, the writing one.
Yeah, let's put this, have your, hope your day blooms with special joy. I'm going to put this, do I want this right on top, or maybe I want a little piece of something to make it stand out a bit. Let's see. Do you have this purple?
People are liking your sweater, Susan.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. It makes me happy. Okay, my little topper here. Hi, Leroy Mueller. Oh, well, that's such a treat to see you, friend. How are you doing? Leroy, what a blessing to see you, my friend. Oh, I'm so happy. Leroy worked with me at the bank. He was my star in human resources. I absolutely loved working with Leroy. And I have not spoken to Leroy in, 20 years. Is it really 20 years? This business has been in place for 19 years. So I guess it is. Well, no, I did speak to you before I left the bank. But 19 years, we haven't talked. Leroy, thank you for tuning in and saying hi. That is just a real Christmas joy right there. Thank you, friend. I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip of this lavender, and I'm going to put a little piece of this behind this topper because I think that is just going to look great. So, Leroy, what are you doing these days? Are you retired, buddy, or what are you doing?
He says he's doing good, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, friend. I know once upon a time you were driving bus. Are you still doing that? Are you retired now, or what are you doing? If you're still out there, you may have moved on. But that was a fun treat.
There are people that are checking in from Facebook, so there are going to be people that you won't see the names.
Okay.
So one of the people was asking, "You're saying names that I'm not seeing on the
Oh,
screen." So
okay. Yeah, it's we're running the stream Oh, that looks beautiful. Sorry. We're running the stream simultaneously on Facebook and on YouTube. So that's why I may be saying hi to people you're not seeing because they may not be showing on the YouTube feed, but they're popping in from Facebook. That was really fun. I've never seen Ashley on a stream before. I've never seen Leroy on a stream before. So what? Excellent. That's fun. I love the way this purple and this little tag are playing with this card. Isn't that pretty? That lavender just does it. I think maybe we're going to end up putting it crooked like this too. As it's laying here, I'm really liking that too. What do you guys think? It does look good straight on too. I need a vote. I think I like it crooked too. I think I'm going to put it on crooked, guys.
And you did
Let's
get
put
your
some
white ribbon, right?
Yeah,
Foam
let's put some foam squares behind that.
I know that. Foam squares. Yeah.
Let's put some foam squares behind here. Let's prop that up just a little bit. I love this parchment too. Oh, Kathy girl wanted straight. You guys, there's still time to vote. It's not stuck down yet. I have one vote for askew. I have one vote for straight. Any
Well,
other
I'll
crooked?
try and get
Diane
it straight,
says.
but it won't hurt if it goes crooked.
Susan says she's trying for straight, but it could be.
Kim, there is pink, but it's being set aside for our sweet pea. She wanted to know if there was
That's
pink
Popeye's little
instead of
baby.
just purple.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, there is lots of. If we end up just using, yeah, okay. Oh, wow, we're almost a dead tie here between on the cross. Muriel says on the cross. I assume that means askew. Or what does that mean, Muriel? Does that mean straight across? Or does that mean crooked? Give me a straight or crooked.
Okay, I'm doing a crooked. Let's go for it.
Okay, I think right side up is probably a
That's a bonus.
it's probably a good way to go, though. Hi, Lynette, Annette. Let me see if I can talk right. You know, you guys are just going to get what you get today, guys. All right, I think we're about askew. Okay, you know, I'm going crooked, guys, because this is the way my world looks right now. Although I think I don't want it quite so. It is kind of it does kind of fit that this is the way my world's going, but I think I want it a little less diagonal than I had it. I like that. Should have gotten a little higher, maybe. Let me just take. Hey, what did we do tonight? Oh, you watched Debbie pop a topper on and off her car for an hour and a half. Yeah, I like it a little higher. There we go. That's it. It's done. I'm stopping. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
There we go.
Donna says that's better.
One done.
One done.
Kathy said, so do you. That's straight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with the straight people. Oh. All right. All right. Now I'm going to do another one of those just because that was so much fun. Let's do another European A6 out of this beautiful paper.
I'll try and get it the right side up this time.
Okay. I'm going to put this one right here. You know how when I say that one piece of A4 paper will make 4 cards? Look how perfect a fit that is. I'm both ditzy and dizzy. Yes, and it's still with me. Are you doing bows today, Debbie? Probably. I'm probably doing bows today. In fact, I think we might put a bow on this card. We might use a Kathy girl bow. If we do, we'll need a narrower ribbon for that.
Well, you tell me, and I will get
Okay.
it for you.
Okay. Let's see what we get here. This time I'm going to use this smaller topper that I have. Hi, Brenda. Yes, the parchment will be in your kits. Boy, I love this. I'd make 4 cards out of this one. I probably will have to move on, but I'll tell you right now, I would make 4 cards out of this piece of parchment because it's absolutely gorgeous. So I might use it for a
Your
different
little
card
book
still.
might be
Yeah,
a neat way to use that.
yeah, that actually might be a really good match to use that with a little book page. Okay, I want, that could be fun. Oops, nope, I already went the wrong way. Well, let's see what I want to do. You know what? I don't have to do any of those things. I could tie a pretty Kathy bow. I need some 3/8 inch ribbon, please. Give me 1.5 yards of 3/8 inch. We're going to tie a Kathy Girly Girl bow. And we're going to put that Kathy Girly Girl bow on here with this little topper. And that's all we're going to do. Other than I think I might still put this on this little piece of purple I have. Because that's pretty. It does a nice job of setting that off. Okay.
What writing have you got, Debbie?
What's that?
What writing have you got?
I got the "Here's to you, happy birthday."
Oh, happy birthday. Okay. And that's going on
You said
purple.
you'll need how much?
Yeah, and put that on the little piece you cut off of the cardstock. Oh, just cut a little piece for it.
Debbie,
Huh?
you need how much?
1.5 yards. This Kathy Girly Girl bows take quite a bit. We might not take all of that, but I want to make sure I start with enough. So I'm just matting this on this purple. Thank you. And I'm going to use this in the bow, and that's all. Because the background's gorgeous. I don't want to cover up too much of the background. Okay.
What have you got? Ooh.
All right. Here we go. We're going to do, let's start with a 3. I'll do this slow so you guys can follow.
Long end, short end.
We're just going to use a short end because we're not wrapping around our card. And I'm going to do, are you on a red bow maker?
Yes,
on a red bow maker, we're going to do a 3, 4.
Turn it around the right side, Susan. Oh, this. I've got numbers on it.
I'm using 3/8 inch ribbon. I got a 3 and a 4. Now I'm going to do a 5.
Oh,
3, 4, 5. 4.
3.
And then a 3 again. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3.
3, 4.
I have not tried this with this heavier ribbon,
5.
and it may be a disaster. If it is, we'll grab a lighter weight ribbon and try it.
3, 4, 5.
4, 3.
My goodness.
We got 5 layers in this bow that Miss Kathy Girly Girl came up with. Oh,
Okay,
I have
let's
lots and
shoot
lots of
Kathy
extra.
Girly Girl.
3, 4, 5, 4, 3.
5, 4, 3. Okay.
Then I'm going to pull it tight.
I'm going to put a bit sticky on mine.
It will look like this from the back. Okay, pull it real tight, Kathy Girly Girl says. Let's pull it off. And what we end up with is magical. Look how beautiful that is.
They're so pretty.
Such a special bow.
Mary G said that she made filigree frame festive Christmas by Hunky Dory and stretched it out to about 100 cards. She hasn't made them all yet, but she stretched it to 100.
Look at you. That's why we're doing this way, Sharma, because we don't want to cover up too much of this. So let's see what this will look like. Oh, that's going to be pretty. I'm going to put my tag on straight this time, and I'm going to put my bow askew, because that will be pretty there. That's how you tie 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 3, 5, 1. On the red comb, a 3, 5, 1, 5, 3. Maybe I want this a little bigger. Let's try that from the other end, and then I can.
I don't mind.
Well, just tie it again.
All right for you to say. It's gonna be bigger. I'm sticking with the little. It's turned out so well, and I put sticky on it.
Oh, good.
Kathy says that she also does a 3-5-1-5-3.
That's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna do that with the other end and just see which one we
for a
want.
while.
The width of the ribbon is 3/8.
3, 5. And then she's going to this bigger one, so that to keep it even, that's why she's skipping the other two, which is a good way to do that. You know, she's skipping one between numbers to keep this even when she does this. This actually might look really good for this card. Then we're going back to 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3 again. Okay, we'll push all that down. I'm going to put my whole piece of ribbon, including the end there, through the hole. Pull this up. You can always check and see if you've done it right on the back before you tie it off.
I'm happy with mine.
Okay, and I'm going to put a little piece of tape in this one because that's a lot of ribbon. So we're going to use the Margie trick. Put a little piece of tape in it on the back side. It's not going to hurt a thing. And it's just going to help hold everything in place. So I'm going to put my tape in. Then I'm going to pull this bow in nice and tight. And then we'll slide it off. And here is the 3, 5, 1, 5, 3 bow, Kathy Girl bow. Okay, beautiful. That actually might be the bow I want to use. We've done a 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, and a 3, 4. No, a 3, 5, 1, 5, 3. All these numbers are terrible for my confused brain. Okay, here we go. I'm loving that. That's what I'm going with right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this some whale tails, which means I'm going to form my taco, fold it, and clip upward at an angle towards the end of my ribbon. And then I get those pretty little notched edges on my bow. I'm going to put this on. I think I'm going to put this straight in my bow at an angle this time. Get a little piece of tape here. Numbers once more. For the bigger bow, it's 3, 5, 1. This is on the red bow maker. 3, 5, 1, 5, 3. On a little bow maker on the blueberry, that's going to be a 3, 5, 7, 5, 3. They're both Kathy Girly Girl bows, regardless of the size. Okay, boy, I do love that. I want to see what it would look like. It might get too much, but I do want to see what it would look like if I put a little piece of Mary behind that. I do like that too. Too much? Not sure. I have a little partial piece of Mary here somewhere. I'm going to try that. I think I want to make my tag just a tad bit bigger. I'm going to I'll give you a piece of Mary so you don't have to cut up one of your good ones, Susan. No, Sharma said no.
Oh, I had Sharma's tea the other day. It was delicious.
That was Thelma's tea.
Thelma's tea. One of them. Yeah, somebody's tea.
I'm only making it just a little bigger, Sharma. Just a little bit bigger. We're still going to let that beautiful parchment show. I'm going to cut the borders really thin on the gold. See, just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Oh, that's beautiful.
Me. Bouncy.
Whoa.
Whoa, don't do that more often. I'll
Okay.
come and get it next time.
No, I just didn't. I swung around too fast.
Yeah, I'll sure not let you do that anymore.
Oh, boy. All right. Stop this merry-go-round and let me off. Excuse me. Okay. I'm putting this tag down flat. I'm going to put it right in the middle, maybe. If I'm lucky, it'll be in the middle. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to put my bow askew off to the side because that's beautiful. Which means I'm going to need some best glue ever.
Do you need me to help find it?
Perhaps. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
I got two over here. Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, here we go. All right. My best glue ever on here.
Ruth would like to know if they taught you exercises for the vertigo, and Diane says take a break if you need to regroup.
Thank you, guys. The doctor gave me a sheet of exercises. I have not read them yet. Yes, I know that was yesterday afternoon, and I have not done it yet, but I promise I will. And yes, she wants me to do them every day, a couple times a day. And she also gave me some anti-nausea medication, although I don't know that I necessarily need it, but I may take it anyway, just because there are times when it gets really pronounced that I could use that.
It'll make you sleepy.
Okay, I'm going to set this one off. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to set this off while the bow dries. Okay, let me come back to my first one. Do I want to use that little bow underneath it? I kind of almost just want to leave that, I think, but I could use the bow underneath it if I wanted to.
You doing another bow then?
No, I decided to leave it. Okay, I'm setting these up here, so hopefully I won't throw anything on top of them. Okay, now let's see what we're going to do next. Wasn't that fun with this parchment? Oh, that parchment's beautiful. Boy, I love that. Okay, let's do a 5x7 card.
Oh, got one of those. I'm okay.
Gonna do a 5x7. I wonder what. I have this other piece of parchment. Wondering if I'm gonna like the golden or if I just want the parchment too.
Ruth said that the exercises did help her.
They did help, huh? I don't think I like the gold under there, really. I think I'd prefer to have this piece right on my white. I think the golden's a little too golden for me today, anyway.
The lily one. Okay. I got it.
Okay, is that gold or light purple Miri?
She figured it out.
Okay. Yeah, the Miri I'm using, the only Miri I'm using is gold.
Excuse me.
I should.
Mary.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put this. Now, this one might need some help because this is a lot lighter color vellum. So for this one, I may have to put a border on it to cover There's two things I think I could do though. Get me, Margie, a piece of adhesive, full sheet adhesive. Let's get, you guys know that we have those. It doesn't matter if it's the good stuff or not. We could use just, give me one of the sheets because that's what Brittany will put in the kit most likely. I'm going to put some adhesive all over the back of this piece. All over the back of this piece of vellum.
Did you put some sheets somewhere, perchance?
Just go ahead and give me the die cut and bond, and we'll pretend it's a sheet. Not that one, the other one, the cheap one. Yeah, because it doesn't have to be. For our purposes here, guys, you don't have to use the expensive heat-resistant stuff. Let's just use... Now, you guys are going to pretend. We're going to pretend for a moment. When you get your kit, it's likely to be a flat sheet of adhesive. You're going to do exactly the same thing, right? You're going to do exactly the same thing. I want to cover... This one's not wide enough. Let's see if we get a little wider one. It means we might have to use the good stuff. That's okay if we do. I know I have some sheets of this somewhere, but that's okay. Go ahead. In the interest of time, let's go ahead and just use the good stuff, the wide stuff. We're going to fix a full sheet of a flat sheet of adhesive to our card. Yeah, Xyron would work too. And absolutely, Diane McIntyre, Xyron would work for this. Not everybody's going to have a Xyron machine though, so just trying to come up with something we could replicate in the kit. It's okay, Margie, if you don't have it, let's just go to the wider stuff. I need one that's at least 5 inches wide. That's fine. Okay. All right. Your sheet is going to be half of a European A4, so you'll have plenty of sheet adhesive to do this with. I'm going to put a sheet of adhesive all over my card. If you have a Xyron machine would be spectacular for this. I do have one, but I'm just trying to come up with something we can replicate in the kits. And I'm not going to send you all a Xyron machine. I know, that's just cruel of me to not take better care of you. Okay, here you go.
Don't turn around, I'll come. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. So I put my adhesive on my card. I could have put my adhesive on my parchment. I put it on my card. I have kind of wanky stuff going on my screen, Margie.
They don't see that.
I know. Okay, that's better. Yeah, it would be a costly kit. It absolutely would. And I'm going to try my best not to touch my adhesive in any way. If it rolls over the edge anywhere, I will simply roll it back on itself. If I have to touch it, I will use this peel-off piece. Now I'm going to match my parchment to that. And because the adhesive is everywhere, I have no parchment line, or I have no adhesive line underneath it. See there how beautiful that's coming out? That's one way to fix parchment. We've seen a couple ways. You test and see whether you can put it under the darker areas of the pattern or whether it will show it all. That's one way we did it. And then this way, we could do it by putting adhesive everywhere. And I'm just going to cut it to fit like I always do. Keep this little cutoff piece. We never know when that might be just the perfect little element we need for something. A little band across our card or something. Could keep that for now. And there we go. That looks beautiful. Look how pretty that is. You get a real richness and depth with parchment. And see how it lets the beautiful vellum, really, really, really looks pretty against that background. All right. So that's another way to use to use our vellum. I'm going to go ahead and put this card right on here. Before I do that, I have just the most tiny little line at the bottom there that didn't cover. See that? I'm going to open up my trimmer and I'm going to trim that off just a tad. And then my card, even though these are really good cards, my card wasn't folded perfectly. And so this is hanging out a little extra. I would need to do one of two things. I can just take my embossing magic pillow and deactivate my sticky along this line. That would be one choice. The other choice would be to trim that a little bit. I'm going to trim it a little. So I'm going to trim the face of my card ever so slightly. And I'm going to see if that's the hazard of doing that. Now the back is bigger, but I'm going to trim the back a little bit too. Until I get it just the way I want it. And it's just the tiniest little strips I'm taking off of there. So that looks great now. Now I'm going to go back and do what I started to do. I'm going to take just maybe a 1/16 of an inch off the bottom. I mean, just a tiny bit just to make that look beautiful. Let's go ahead and pop this out. I think with this one, we'll just make it dimensional. So I'm going to put my outer frame up on some foam squares. Where's that little tiny bow again? There it is. I want to see if I want the little bow on here, maybe. Maybe not.
Do I have to do another bow?
Well, I haven't decided whether to use it yet, but
Okay, poised for action then.
Okay, see you later, Thelma.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, let's put this piece up on some foam squares or foam tape, whatever you got handy. I did have a What's New Wednesday item, Margie, that requires some packaging. Yesterday I showed the 12 by 12 cardstock pieces. Those need to get packaged 2 per pack, please.
Okay.
The 12 by 12s that have the 6 framed images on them. I'm going to do 2 of those for whatever it is we did the last one. You guys should stock up on cardstock as soon as you recover from Christmas. Stock up on our craft style cardstock. The prices are going up pretty dramatically. I hate that, but they have to charge me what they have to charge me. In our most recent shipment, the cost of shipping is going to be 1.5 times the cost of the product.
Oh, where's that from? England.
This is from England, and that's in pounds. So our cardstock is going up. Our craft style cardstock will be going up dramatically. We're still going to use them because I like having the 50 packs, and it still a product that I believe in and a company I want to support, but it is ridiculous how expensive the shipping is going to be. 1.5 times what it costs for the product. So if you can see your way clear to get some cardstock while it's at its present, yes, it's up about 50% from where it was. And bear in mind, the pound against the dollar can be $1.40. So it is painful how much it's going up. Absolutely painful. So if you can see your way clear to stock up on craft style, this would be the time before the price goes up, guys. I'm just being honest with you. I just assume you'd get a better deal, but it's going to go up.
Diane, that's card length.
Yeah, not card. Did I say card stock? I probably did because I'm befuddled. But yeah, card lengths. The card blanks and envelopes from Craft Style. Well, Hunky Dory has been steadily going up all along. Adam cut me a little bit of a deal in pricing to compensate while the exchange rate is so bad, so you haven't seen the prices go up. Craft Style. And you know, I love those. All these cards we're using right here and the ones in your kits are Craft Style, but the price of those cards is going way up. Way up. So as soon as you can find your way clear to stock up, it's stock up time, guys. I don't intend to raise the prices of our current inventory. It will go up as we replenish that inventory, but we use an awful lot of this stuff. So stock up while you can before the price gets really hefty. Because it won't be just a tiny increase, it's going to be a significant bump. The 50 packs, my guess is, and it could be more than this, the 50 packs are going to go up by at least $5 a pack. At least, and I haven't even calculated my full cost yet, but I took a gander at it, and it's going way up. How long will it be? Well, the DLs I am ordering right now, and okay, I put the outer layer up on foam squares. The inner layer is glued flush to my card. And how long it will be just depends on when we have to replenish our card stocks, Kim. But we use an awful lot of 5x7 and an awful lot of the European A6. So I'm going to say maybe a month. Within the month, they're going to start going up. So get those while you can at a lower price, because it's not my desire to do it. It just has to. When the new stuff comes in, I'm not going to have any choice at all. Okay. So that was a bummer. So let's talk about something happier. Like Susan's sweater.
Yay! Do Do I get a prize?
I'll think on it.
Say
I
hi
got a
to
different
Betty.
one for next week.
Huh?
Say hi to Betty.
Hi, Betty.
Hi, Betty. I've got a different one. I can come in next week.
Oh, you have a different ugly sweater? You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to see it.
Yeah. Oh, you will. Oh, are you having one next Thursday?
Oh, next Thursday's Christmas Eve, so I don't think so.
Oh, I thought it
No,
was
Is it?
it's the day
Saturday.
before Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Is it?
okay.
Are you
Christmas
sure?
Eve is on Friday. Christmas is on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we do have a class next week.
Okay.
Surprise!
Yay.
Yeah.
Sweater time, Dennis.
Yeah. As long as it's not Christmas Eve, we'll be here.
I will redouble check. But
And of
Oh,
course,
just
there's
check
a
the calendar
Saturday
on your
one.
computer right there in front of you.
Saturday one next week as well, eh?
Yeah.
no.
What?
She said yes.
Oh,
no.
is
Friday
Saturday
is
Christmas?
Eve and Saturday is
Oh,
Christmas.
then I had them backwards. So we will be here on
Thursday.
Thursday. We will not be here on Saturday next week.
As if you're not confused enough.
Yeah.
Susan, that was just me.
But it's true. It's absolutely true. Okay, Susan, you got to tie another bow because I like this littler Kathy girly girl bow in the corner here.
You have to tell me the numbers for the little one.
3 on either your blueberry bow maker or your red. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, 4, 3.
And the smaller width ribbon.
3/8 inch ribbon.
Okay, 3.
And you're just going up 1, 3, 4, 5,
Betty
4,
says
3.
she has chocolate pudding.
Oh, that sounds tasty. I love hot chocolate pudding with ice cream in it. Ooh, that's so good. My dad used to fix us that all the time. Hot chocolate pudding with ice cream in it. Yum. Cooked pudding, not the instant stuff. Has to be the cooked kind. It's delicious.
4, 5, 4, 3.
Correct. Correctamundo. All right, I'm going to put that right there. Here you go.
4, 5.
Ooh, chocolate covered pretzels. Yum.
4.
You know, that's chocolate covered pretzels and chocolate covered potato chips are 2 of my favorite things. It's like an extra crispy Nestle Crunch bar.
Never had.
You've never had a chocolate covered potato chip?
No.
Oh, they're delicious.
How about chocolate covered grasshoppers?
Not a chance, Dennis.
Chocolate fish.
Yeah.
Dennis wants us to have chocolate covered grasshoppers. That is never going to happen.
They sell chocolate fish in New Zealand.
No.
It's
I've had it.
it's marshmallow.
Oh, okay. As long as it's marshmallow, I'm okay.
Yeah, but people, you say chocolate fish and they go, ugh, just like you did. But they're yummy.
I've had it.
Okay. I'm not having any grasshoppers. You know, they say never. Yes, if I was starving, I might. I'm not, so I won't. That's my daughter is adventurous. She will try about anything.
Crickets.
Not me. She would probably do a cricket. She probably would. I'm not starving, therefore I'm not trying it. If I was starving, I might do a lot of things I fully intend not to do right now. But back to chocolate covered potato chips. That is life perfection right there. You dip those potato chips, and because potato chips are extra salty, you know,
Oh, yeah.
they are just, it's like an extra salty, extra crunchy Nestle's Crunch Bar. It's just delicious. You know what I just did? Yes,
What did
I
you
know.
just did?
That might be why Mary might be saying no. I stuck this bow to my card
I think
before
that
it
had
dried.
to do with the bugs.
It probably had everything to do with the bugs. But I'm going to now I've taken the bow back off. I'm putting just a little bit more glue on because I was being ridiculous there. It won't hurt anything if that dries a little bit in the corner. And then I put more on. Speaking of morons, that's what I was.
I put my other bow on. That was dry.
Yeah, this one should be dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put this last one on.
No, Kim, they will not be. Just,
What?
She wants to know if the chocolate-covered things will be the next party shots. No.
No, there will be no crickets or no. No, I'm not eating that. And I don't even care if you guys dare me. I'm still not eating that.
Not even blindfold.
No. No, you are never going to put stuff in my mouth blindfolded. That is never going to happen. No, it's not. I draw the line right there. There are people who will do anything for ratings. I'm not one of them. Okay.
There's enough mixture of conversation going on here. It's kind of hilarious. Kathy Girl says, yes, Betty, loaded with whipped cream, which was in regards to the coconut cream pie, not the
Okay. Okay.
It only rings twice.
All right. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Gonna do something by George. This is beautiful together, by the way. This is just sitting on top there. Let's do that. Good girl, Diane. Yeah, good to get those while they're reasonably priced. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I remember what else we have here. I probably really need to use my card poppers and things first before I get all carried away with all the extras I can make. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one here. Because that's beautiful too. I need some more European A6, but I have some hiding there. I think I do want to cover my card with a piece of gold Mary.
What card? The little one.
There we go.
Here.
I've
Do you
got
have one?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I've got gold Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a card. That's my last little one.
Alrighty.
Gold Mary. Got it.
What did I miss about a price increase? I was telling these guys, I just heard from my friends at Craft Style, and the quote for the price of shipping of our new cards is 1.5 times the cost of the cards. And so I was telling you guys to get, as soon as you can afford to stock up on your card blanks from Craft Style, because as the new ones come in, I am not going to have any choice at all. It's not a matter of preference. I have no choice but to dramatically raise the price of our card blanks, because they are just going out of sight. The shipping is just going out of sight, and I can't help it. I don't have any choice but to go way up on our prices. And I still love the product. It's still, in my opinion, one of the best you can get, but I can't absorb that much price. And if the U.S. Postal Service does what the U.S. Postal Service has done in prior holiday seasons, as long as I'm delivering bummer news, I may have to increase the price of shipping also.
Sharp intake of breath.
Huh?
Sharp intake of breath.
Because they always pose the December increases as a temporary increase, but when they do that, they never seem to actually go back down.
Yeah, because it didn't go back down last Christmas, nor the hike that they did over the summer.
Okay. I love these flowers, but I want to have enough room left in my topper to get a little bit of that pretty blue sky in and have some room for a sentiment. If I go clear to the bottom, the flowers are actually going to be, well, maybe that's not so bad if they touch the top. Let's try this. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut my cardstock in half. So I'm going to cut this at 5 7/8 so I can do different things with both of them. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take this one. Here. So I was looking for, oh, that'll be nice. I'm going to cut this again, and I'm going to make it 5 5/8 wide because I want to have enough room for my mirror board to show. So it's going on like this. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's take about 1/4 of an inch off the bottom of this one. So we'll end up having the green at the bottom. Let's make the green at the bottom 1 inch wide. Okay. So I took a little bit, maybe, I want to say maybe 3/8 off the bottom. Now I'm going to make this 3 7/8 inch tall. So this is my finished topper. Okay. Ivory card blanks in 50 packs. I do not believe I have ivory in 50 packs, but we can look and see what we have in Paper Mania left. I haven't been able to get Paper Mania for a while, but we might have something there, and that's 300 GSM. Oh, I'm starting to feel nauseous. Go in and get me like some Ritz crackers. Do you mind doing that? I think I can continue as long as I get cracker in my tummy. Thanks.
Remind me about the ivory card blanks to look it up.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and put this topper down on our card using our tape flag so we can get it right where we want it. The beauty of a tape flag is if you do what I just did and you don't like your placement, you can just pop it back up without having it fully adhered. There we go. Okay, that looks good. I like that. And look at this pretty.
Is it down to the bottom? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just feel a little nauseous, and I just kind of feel it coming on. So I had Margie run get me some crackers, and I'll be rude and eat crackers while we're working. It's doable. I'm gonna put this "Thinking of You" at the bottom here, and I think that's pretty.
On foam squares.
Foam squares would be good, I think.
Okie dokie.
And I'm going to leave that one just like that because you never know when you just want something simple. This would be beautiful either for masculine or feminine card. So we got that. I know I have foam squares sitting here. There. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. I actually feel fine. It's just this stupid, dizzy, crazy thing going on. All right. So it's not like I'm being a martyr here. If I really felt bad, I'd say we'll resume a different day. I don't feel bad. I just kind of feel a little nauseous from the swirly rain. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay.
Ivory colours.
All right. Margie's looking up to see if we have any ivory in 50 packs. I think we might. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to that except maybe put a little bit of stickles on the white flowers, but I think that's actually quite pretty. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. All right. Ooh, we have this pretty card. Let's do this one next.
I've got no blanks left. Oh, Jay.
See, if you put this one on here, you just lose a lot because it's too much pattern on pattern. Pearls would be pretty. We should dig out some pearls. I think pearls might be really nice on these. We'll look at those last. That's a great idea. Because I said I was going to put pearls on some of the poinsettias too. Okay. Let's see what size card this needs to be in order to use this corner. I've never been to Hawaii either, Ruth Kelly. Thank you, Kathy girl. Okay. So do I want to cover it with Mary? This is going to be a big topper if I use a European A6. I'm just sizing things right now, guys, so don't get carried away about me covering up your pattern, because all I'm doing is just checking for size. I really think that's squishing that in more than I want to, though. Let's look at this 5x7 and see what this would look like if we cover the card with 5x7 and then put the topper on. I actually think that's better. And I'm curious what would happen. Okay. If we did that. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and cover a card. I think I'll use a 5x7 here. And I don't, if I do go with the bigger card, I might want a piece of mirror board on that. Let's go ahead and cover it with Mary, the 5x7. Let's go ahead and use the 7x7 Mary on that and cover our card with mirror board.
You've got another 5x7. No.
Hi, Glenda.
I've got the Mary.
Welcome, friend. Okay. Okay. Next Thursday night then will be the night that we also look at all of the Christmas cards that I've received in the exchange. I thought that would be fun for those of you who might not have participated in the exchange this year to see all the ideas that people came up with. We need SSC crafting cruise to Hawaii. Yeah, let's get through COVID and I'm on. All right. My card stock, let's see. Let me cut it down this way first. My card is 5 inches wide, so I'm going to cut this piece to be 4 3/4. And then I'm going to cut it lengthwise to be 6 3/4. And now I have a piece that I'm going to trim that 6 3/4 down just a bit more. The way my trimmer is situated, you can't really tell where the 6 3/4 is, so sometimes I have to trim things up extra, but that looks good.
The closest that I find in an ivory is a 30 pack from Core Collection. They're 6x6 cards.
Okay, so we do have a 30 pack in ivory from Core Collection, and I think the ivory in that is actually
It's a
shimmery
pearl,
ivory,
yeah.
which is, I can show it to you, this one.
It looks
It's
kinda
really
yellow
beautiful.
there, but it's more ivory than what it's showing up on here.
It is beautiful though. Yeah, it looks golden here, but it's actually more ivory when you start putting stuff on top of it. Okay.
I will continue to look, but so far that's the only one that I've seen.
Okay. I do like this together. I think this is quite pretty. So I'm going to put this on my card.
We also have A6s in an ivory 50 pack. The Craft Bouquet A6.
Okay, I'm going to take my leftover piece of ribbon. I have one here.
Well, I don't see it.
This little 3/8 inch ribbon. Kim asked if you could send a link to the. Yes, it is pearlescent, Mary. The 30 pack of.
The 30 pack is. Here's
Yeah.
the 50 pack link because I was in the middle of copying that already. And I can go back and get the ivory pearlescent as well.
You are right, Mary. I am covering up the pretty pearl bow on that side, but I still have another one that has it, and I'll use the other one in some way. This time I'm going to take this. What you looking for?
Just looking for water.
Oh, look in the cabinet there by your feet.
This one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right on the bottom.
Thank you.
Only cruising to my computer to craft. I'm taking a piece of my leftover piece of ribbon. C6 like A6 or A7? That is a great question. A6 is a card size, C6 is an envelope size, and Craft Style names their cards by the size of the envelope they put in. So when you see C6, 50 pack of cards in the envelopes, there'll be 50 A6 envelopes and 50 C6. Did I do that backwards? 50 A6 cards and 50 C6 envelopes. Wow. Whew. Okay.
And an A6 size is?
A6 is 4 1/8 by 5 7/8.
Just, because I always forget. So I figure if I can forget, it's possible that
Okay.
others forget too.
I'm wrapping that one little remaining piece of ribbon I had around there because I thought the pieces coming out from under this topper being satiny would be classy and pretty. And what do we end up with? We end up with classy and pretty. See that? Do we have a lot of the 3/8? We do, right?
Yeah.
Can I have another yard and a half of the 3/8, please? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this down to my card with some tape flags. I can't do it. Clear as mud. I hardly got through it the first time.
You said a yard and a half.
Yeah. So Susan will need a yard and a half too, please. Please don't fall on your head. I have exclusive rights to falling on my head right now. There'll be no
sharing.
No sharing.
What fun are you?
I know. I would have joined in. Another trip to ER. It's all good fun.
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
Those are not the freshest crackers I've ever tasted. He must have dug these way out of the back.
They were right in front. He wasn't home. I had to dig
Ugh.
myself.
Remind me.
There are Ritz. Do you want me to go get Ritz instead?
Yes. Remind me when we're done to pitch that box of crackers.
I'll get right on that. There were no more in the box. Those were
Yuck.
the last ones.
I'm glad. Because these have a place.
They found their place.
They have found their place now. Color of my shirt reflecting. Okay. Well, Deborah, let's try that again. Ugh. That was a bad saltine. Bad cracker.
Naughty cracker.
Naughty cracker. Ugh. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't even know that crackers could develop a rancid taste.
Well, so
They
I
can.
grabbed the last one out of this part, and I grabbed a new box just in case.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'll shove the whole cracker in my mouth. In order not to be nibbling on a cracker in front of you, I shoved the whole cracker in my mouth, and it was nasty. I had to chew it up and swallow it because I thought spitting in my garbage can probably would be rude.
These have the same date on them in both boxes. So
Okay.
You may be out of luck.
Okay.
The box smells musty-ish.
Oh, this is better.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
They are the exact same date old.
Let's go ahead. I wonder what would happen if we took the cold frame out. Yeah.
Better.
Oh, so much better. All right. That looks interesting, but I think I'll go ahead and put it back in. Okay, let's put some foam squares on the back of this one.
Frame.
I
won't put any in the center.
wouldn't say I think the cardboard box would be preferable to that cracker I just ate, Brenda. It was nasty. Okay. Okay. Squares.
Okay, and in that pearlescent ivory, we also have a 5x7.
And what
In the
size pack?
pearl ivory 30 pack.
Oh.
And the A6 in a 30 pack. So
Oh, we have an
I will
A6 in a 30 pack?
both.
Really? I don't
There's,
think I even knew we had those.
there's the link for the 5x7, and let me find the link for the A6.
Okay.
I think it was a 6x6, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. You might link them to the craft style cards also. There's actually a link for all craft style products. I would, if you have something, well, like our easy peelies are also craft style. It's all craft style products we're going to see an increase in, because anything they have to ship us. So Margie's going to put a link here. It's going to be under our favorite brands, Margie. Just grab the craft style there and link that too.
I'm still working on ivory card
Oh, okay.
packs,
Sorry.
so give me a second.
No. Okay, I don't know what I've done with my bow that I put glue on. It's most likely stuck to something and got. Oh no, I stuck it down.
Okay.
I did it. I did it all the
Well, good.
I don't know if it should have gone on the side or what.
Okay. That's a good idea, to put them in Ziploc bags. This time of year we go through a lot of crackers because I do so love Hickory Farms and the like. They opened a Hickory Farms pop-up store, and I hardly ever go to a store, but when Bryce and Lauren told me they were headed for the Hickory Farms pop-up store, I had to go. Okay.
Actually keeping up. Dead. Oh, gold frame.
Okay. How are we doing on time, Margie?
We are at 5:30.
We're doing okay, aren't we, guys?
I'm fine. I'm not even dizzy.
Show off. Susan says she's fine. She's not even dizzy. Between Margie coming up with ditzy and Susan coming up with, I'm not even dizzy. You can see what I surround myself with my friends here, guys. You see what I put up with? Okay. Oh, you won, Betty Gossel. Yay. Well, that's exciting.
Wow.
That's really nice. Oh. That was a nice promotion. 5 orders for free. Wow.
Make them big orders.
Yeah. Well, I think they probably waited until the
One
orders
item.
were placed to announce it. That looks pretty. Pretty.
Yeah, I like that. That's it.
Thank you, Glenda. I don't feel awful. I just feel dizzy. And I was doing so much better till the doc did that little test on me yesterday, and then that kind of set me back a couple days. Tough love, Debbie. Yeah, I suppose. Okay.
I think I've run out of ivory cards altogether now. Craft Perfect does have them in packs of 10 in ivory. I do know that.
Okay.
But let me go to the craft style link for the rest.
Yeah, that's why I'm eating the Ritz crackers. Mary R. needed a little extra insurance here. Okay. New name, Dizzy Dame.
Ditsy Dizzy Dame Debbie. That could be like this whole tongue twister. Okay, guys, here's the craft style link coming right up.
If you shake your head back and forth for a few seconds, will it straighten you out for your crystals? That would have me gripping the table and trying not to fall out of my chair. I guarantee it. There are some things that they have you do to straighten out the crystals, and always in the past they have worked. But you can. My doctor thinks maybe it's not so much the crystals in my case this time, but swelling inside my ear that's putting pressure on the nerves that's causing the be a human shaker card with Debbie crystals.
It's getting worse.
Okay.
At least
Let's
have
see.
you laughing.
Well, you know, Kathy bows seem to be the theme of the day. Let's tie another Kathy bow for this card.
The thinner one?
Yeah. Let's do another Kathy bow. I think, given the size of this card, that we'll go with the 3-5-1. Or if you're using the Blueberry Bow Maker, that will be a 3-5-7.
Is the blue one the blueberry?
Yeah. So we're going to use 3-5-1 on the red comb.
Alright.
Three, 5, 1, 5, and 3 again.
3-5 on the blueberry.
Yes.
3-5.
Oops,
3.
I missed that tooth. Didn't get it on there straight. Let me go to
3-5-3 on the
Yeah.
blueberry.
3-5-7.
3-5-7-5-3 on the blueberry,
3-5.
or 3-5-1.
7. 3-5-7-5-3.
Okay. Now I'm going to put my. It looks like this from the back if you got it right. Now I'm going to put my ribbon down through the hole. I'm going to scooch up everything from there, and then I'm going to come back up between 1 and 1, and I'm going to pull everything down from the top, up from the bottom. Now I'm going to put a little piece of tape in there because this is a big bow with a lot of moving parts. So to just keep it where I want it, I'm going to use Margie's trick and put a little piece of tape in this bow.
Mary, our Dramamine is a nausea medication, and even antihistamines do not include a decongestant unless you get the antihistamine with the D at the end, which is Sudafed.
Okay, and now I'm going to pull this tight. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull it off of my comb, and we are going to have a spectacularly perfect bow. I'm going to I'm going to use our little taco technique, and I'm going to fold it at my ribbon at the bottom, clip upward and to the right to get my whale tail. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, fold a taco, clip upward and to the right. So I've got my tails trimmed pretty. And I'm going to put that in the upper right hand corner. So in the lower left hand corner, we have that pretty ribbon coming across. And then I'm going to put this one in the upper right. And that is going to be so pretty.
Pretty, 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 pretty.
So I need to put a little
Best glue.
best glue ever on here. Okay. And
Get off. Okay.
whoa! Couldn't get it to come out, and it came out in a whoosh.
Swoosh, whoosh.
I got a whoosh of glue.
Okay.
Somebody patent that really quick,
Okay.
because every time somebody says that I should get a quarter,
Is that one of your words?
it is now evidently a whoosh of glue.
Whoosh. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. And this card will be finished when we put that bow on it. So let's see what else we have going on here. We have this one we set aside a little while ago to dry. It is now dry. So I'm going to put that in this lower corner. Let's take a look at what we've done so far. They're quite pretty what we've done so far. We're not done yet, but I just feel inclined to have to show you where we've been. So here's this one we just did. Here's this one we did. Here's this one we did. Here's this one we've done. And that's 4. And then we did this one, which was number 5. And we're putting this at the top here. So that's 5. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside to dry, and let's see what we have left to do. I know everything is now poked out of our frame except for this border. Let's cut that border out and keep it.
Kathy says most of my cards have bows on them along with stickles.
She goes for it.
Okay, so we have this pretty piece. All right, let's see what else I have left here. I have this. I have this. I have this. I still have this, but I can't remember if I planned on using a whole sheet or a half sheet for this. I really want to use this, but I'm going to set it aside for right now.
These two.
I have this. Those are your inserts. This is, yeah, we haven't used that yet. The green is your insert paper.
Okay, so put it over there with those inserts. Okay, got that.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to, well, we definitely want to make this one up, I think. What shall we do with this one? That's fun and interesting. We could just trim this down here. This is going to be a super simple card, but let's get this one done. I need a European A6. I think I still have 1 or 2 wandering here.
You another one?
This is going to be a
No,
super
got it.
super
Oh, you
duper
got it.
simple one here this time, guys. I want to trim off a fair amount of the green in your kit from Hunky Dory in the, oh wait though, is that, yeah, two, no, it makes two of each, we should be fine. In the Hunky Dory kit, they have
She's got those.
this fun tag set in the luxury set. So we should have enough of these to put one in one of your working kits. What flower is this called? What is that?
Lily of the
Snowdrop.
valley. Oh, looks like
It's-
lily of
Or
the valley.
possibly an
Is it a
April
snowdrop?
lettuce.
Snowdrop.
snowdrop.
It's a
This
snowdrop.
time of year it would be, wouldn't it? I thought
Yeah,
it
a
was lily of the
snowdrop.
valley. No,
So I have this pretty little tag on the sheet that says snowdrop. So I'm going to use this. Interesting that they did the snowdrop tag in cream. Okay, I'm going to cover my card in Gold Mary.
Debbie, do you have a tag for Susan to use?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt your creativity.
That's okay.
I'm right here, no need to turn your head.
I was just looking, there's actually two snowdrop tags on here. I haven't decided which one to use yet.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to cover this in Gold Mary. Yeah, we have that small leaf parchment too. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to put a half sheet of,
You have one other snowdrop on here too.
which one is that? There's another snowdrop? Snowdrops, sure enough. Okay. Okay, so I have choices.
Whoa,
I know. That's something, isn't it?
no end to the possibilities.
Absolutely no end to the possibilities. Okay. All right, I have that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this card down. I'm going to take I'm going to take all but about a half an inch of the green off the bottom this time. A lot of it off. I'm going to cut my card to 5 5/8 inch wide, my topper. I'm going to cut my cardstock to 3 7/8 inch tall. And now I have this, which is quite pretty. What I have left at this point is this pretty border, which is going to go spectacularly along that line. And I like this last snowdrop topper that Margie gave me. I think. Susan's going to need one too, Margie.
She's
There
on
we
it.
go.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this border strip along the border here.
Leaving the line showing.
No, I'm going right over the top of that.
Okay. I got it.
That looks pretty just like that. But then we'll add a nice snowdrops. Now, where do we want to put it? I could put it down here. And that actually looks really nice right over the top of that border. Wasn't where I was going to put it, but it does look really nice. I can go up here in the far corner, but I don't think it looks as nice. I'm going down here, right in the center of my card, on top of that border we just put in, and that looks beautiful. So that's where we're going, because we can.
On squares?
On squares.
Yeah. Yay, squares.
Okay, here we go. Is anybody on the naughty list? Depends on who you ask, Mary. If you ask Bryce, I'm probably on the naughty list. But I don't know what Santa would say.
I'm a good girl.
Susan says she's a good girl. She's a little too anxious in the way she says it, though.
It's debatable.
Wait. I can say that because Dennis has gone out.
Okay. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. Let's put this down with some tape flags. Well, the doghouse is your best place to be here. With our thoroughly spoiled dog.
Truly a spoiled dog.
Huh?
Truly a spoiled dog.
Mary-
Of course, my dogs aren't spoiled at all.
Oh, yeah, I met your dog. Sorry. I'm
My
not
dogs
buying
are
that.
so spoiled.
Tell them about the popcorn popper.
Well, so the only, if you want to call them table foods that my dogs get is popcorn, which we never eat at the table. But it's the only people food that they get. And every time I bought my husband for Christmas one year, one of those old-fashioned popcorn poppers with
Theater style?
like a theater style, yeah. And
Here we go.
literally, even if James gets up and goes into the other room, the dogs hear the click of the button and they go running in and they will sit and wait patiently, all three of them in a row, tails wagging until it is all popped, and then they drive you crazy from that point forward. So, but it is pretty cute seeing them all in a row like that.
I want to point something out on this card. You see, come in really close, Smart. Do you see this little button they used in the center of this bow? We actually have those buttons in the store. Like that. Just so you know, we actually have those. Okay, what am I going to do with this one? I think this card is pretty. It's just kind of awkward with the toppers they provided. So
I've only got one topper left.
I'm going to maybe use.
Say hi to Leanie.
Nope.
Who's here? Oh, hi. Hi, Lenny.
Nope.
Is it Leanie or Lenny? Leanie? I've been calling you the wrong name all along. Sorry, friend.
Which one?
The card that she's going to use. I don't know. I'm holding myself.
I'm still deciding what that's going to be. Okay. Do I have another? Oh, it's just too long. I do think that might work nicely with that card. Hope you guys aren't bored with watching my creative process here. This is exactly how cards get made every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is exactly how it happens. Okay. I've cut a notch out of it that way. But
somebody suggested a slim line.
Huh?
Someone suggested a slim line.
Yeah, I actually was trying that. I actually did try that. It just looked a little blasé to me. I could make it work with a slim line if I covered it with Mary, but I just don't have enough.
What would happen if you did it up and down with your parchment?
This will work, actually. You can make this work. Huh?
I was just saying, what would happen if you did it up and down with the slim line and you used a little bit of parchment at the top? Put your tag on the parchment.
I'm not seeing it. If I did a slim line, I might have room to incorporate this in some way, but it's got to go this direction to use that. It's interesting that is working so much better with a slim line. Oh, that's because I forgot. These slimline cards are actually like, these DLs are like 3 7/8, which is why that's got quite a difference there. Okay, let's go back to the slim line this way. I'm still not sure whether I have a budget that allows for being able to do both of those. You know, use that. Here it is. I've got enough to use a piece of my green. I could maybe mount this topper in some way. The other thing I could do is use this slimline card and turn it into a European A6. But again, I don't know if my budget calls for doing a full or a half, and I've already used half of each of these. So I think I'm going to set those aside, which is too bad because I really wanted to do something with that. Let's see what else I have here.
Could you use one of your inserts?
I could. I actually have that green on an insert.
when you did it, you said to cut that one in half. So I've not got long enough for a.
Yeah, that's okay.
line.
Mary R says an easel card. They all enjoy your creative process.
Okay. That's a thought on the easel. I think this may just end up being a note card in and of itself. And I may go back to the drawing board with that other piece. I think I'm going to make this I'm going to do this. I'll do this one. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to make this up. That's what I'm going to do. I need more A6 gold, Mary, please.
How much more?
I'll
Debbie,
swap your
how much more?
One more, at
I'll
least.
swap your 7x7 for an A6.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'll need
this is going to look good.
the card.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm going to, first, I'm going to take my A6 and I'm going to trim that to 3 7/8 inch wide.
Thank you. 3 7/8 wide.
Now I'm going to, because it's what will fit my material I have available. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to pop this gold layer board on there. Between trimming my card just a bit, and you saw I just trimmed a tiny bit off, and putting this gold mirror board on here, I'm going to end up having enough of my cardstock to fit this card. I'm going to go with 3 5/8 inch wide for this topper, or as wide as I can get. We'll see. 5 5/8 long, and my paper's going to have to be 3.5 inches wide. But that's going to work perfectly there.
Okay, 5 and 5.
See, that looks good. So I trimmed this, the dimensions of this layering sheet are 5 5/8 by 3.5. And that's going to look great on there.
I like Mary's look on it. She says she auditions lots of looks before she glues it down.
Me too. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Okay. Okay. I'm going to center this on my Mary. I'm going to use this winter tag off the tag sheet, which Susan's going to need off of this. Susan.
Thank you.
I'm using this winter tag. And put it in the upper right. I was playing with this little piece of border I had left over. I wondered what it would look like if I put the border coming out both sides of that tag. We'll just see if there's any merit there. Oh, we did have a piece. I remember earlier I told you don't throw away this little piece. Here we go. I had this little piece. Just wondering if there's any way to use that. That could look pretty just to add an extra element there. What do you guys think? Hi, Pam. Oh, what if we took this little bit of green and put under that? I actually think that looks kind of pretty, don't you guys? Just to add a little interest to this. Let's do that. You have this little piece of vellum left, Susan? This little cutoff strip we did earlier. You said hang on to it because it might be a band or something.
Got this bit.
Yeah, okay. And here's going to be another vellum technique, guys. This time we're going to adhere the vellum only under where our tag is going to go. So this is yet a different vellum technique. I could put it on sticker paper if I wanted to, but this time I'm going to adhere the vellum. Now this is light colored vellum, so it's going to show for sure. But as long as I keep my adhesive all under where this tag is, it's not going to show. So I'm going to put my, I wonder what would happen. We had that little piece. Can I have that little piece? There it is. I wonder what would happen if this were golden. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I don't know yet.
It brightens it.
It does brighten it, doesn't it? Okay. Let's take our tape. I'll give this piece of mirror board back in a second, Susan, when we keep giving back and forth. As long as all of my adhesive is under the tag, we're going to be okay. So I'm going to take this little piece. I'm going to put it under my winter. I'm going to put another piece here. As long as it's all under the tag, it doesn't matter. You can't see it, it's not there, right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
That sounds good.
You can hide anything underneath here. Okay. Now I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that on this piece of gold mirror. Oops.
I got some pieces.
You got enough?
I think so. Yes. You don't make Rhoda too big.
So it has a little scratch in the mirror. Oh, it's the adhesive came off. I don't think I care for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around just to, I'm going to kind of cut this around the tag because I didn't enjoy the mirror board being too thick around the edge. Kind of made it look gaudy, so I'm going to just trim this off a little bit so that it kind of follows the contours of the tag. I like that a lot. Okay.
Okay, scissors.
And I like this tag a lot now. I'm going to put this up on some Mary. Or here on Mary, I said, on foam squares. Okay, we have one card left after this one. I said I do. Oh, that looks pretty together. Okay, let's see. I said I do little book page 2. Also had this left. It's got potential. Okay, where's my foam squares again? Hey there. Let's put our foam squares on this one.
Carrier says that is stunning, and she would like to know also what is on everyone's wish list. Roberta says that she wants a happy and healthy new year.
Okay,
For
did you see what I
everyone
did
of
with
you.
it? Anybody see what I did? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi, Brace.
Hi, Bryce. Hi, Brittany. I saw Brittany before.
Yep, she went on by. Okay. Bryce is coming after plastic gloves.
Oh, he's going in.
Okay. All right. I do like our tag. Look at our tag. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to go to the upper right-hand corner with that, just leaving a bit of a border around.
So Roberta said a healthy and happy new year. Sharma said good health and peace of mind. That those are her wishes, and good luck with your surgery, Roberta.
Okay. That one's done. We have this one tag left. What time is it?
It is 6:10.
6:10. Let's wrap by 6:30.
Where does the tag go? Sorry, I missed that. Up here.
The TV screen.
Yes, I got it right. Okay, I've just got to tidy my roundness. Thank you.
All right. Now, I need another European A6. That is not it.
They're not folded.
There it is. Okay. Looking at what I have left here, I had a piece of this really pretty blue left off the top of the paper whites. I need another sheet of Mary, please, Margie. This is going to be pretty.
Okay.
This is going to be pretty.
Poised for action again.
Susan is poised for action, guys.
Watch out.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Covering my card. Okay. We're going to put this blue piece we had left on. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this to 3 7/8 inch wide. That was already the right length. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. You doing okay, Miss Britt? Yeah. Good.
3 7/8. The right width. Okay.
3 5/8 inch wide.
Oh, that looks
3
alright.
3 7/8 inch wide, 5 5/8 inch long.
Yep, looking good.
Okay, we're going to layer that on. That's looking beautiful. Now I have to decide whether I want another piece of mirror in between here or not. I don't think we need it. Oh, that's pretty. That's going to be pretty. I'm going to cut this. This was 5/8. This is going to have to be 5 3/8 inch long by 3 5/8, roughly 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. Boy, that's a hard thing to say.
Okay, I've got
Dizzy or
5
not.
3/8.
So I'm basically just cutting it so it's going to create a layer on top of this blue.
5 3/8. That's 3 7/8.
3 and which layer are you working on?
That's 3 7/8. So
You're putting the blue down, and the blue is going to be, let's see here, it's going to be 3 7/8 wide by 5 5/8 inch long.
yeah. So what's this one?
Now we're going to cut this one to be 1/4 of an inch smaller than that. So this one was 3 7/8 inch, the blue. This has to be 3 5/8 inch wide for the purple by 5 5/8 inch long. No, 5 3/8 inch long. 5 3/8 inch long.
Yeah, got that.
So we're going to layer that right on top of the blue because it's going to be beautiful.
Beautiful.
And we're into using up our pieces at this point. So it's going to use 2 beautiful pieces and this beautiful topper.
Did you save one for your little book?
I'm still going to do a little book page. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet, but I will know shortly. Okay, next. This may require a bow.
Whoa.
Yeah, it could. I think we still have ribbon left, don't we? Don't we
I've
have a
got
little
heaps of
ribbon
ribbon.
left?
I think I've doubled up
Yeah,
on ribbons.
There we go. We're going to, let's tie it. Kathy bows are the order of the day. Let's tie one more Kathy bow.
I have, look, I've got heaps of wide stuff.
Yeah, that's because you haven't used any of the wide stuff.
Oh, okay, so you have that back. A Kathy lady girl.
Looking at all of these, and I think that's what I want to do. Although I do have this really pretty little crocus. Is there anything I want to do with that crocus? That could be fun. I have this little crocus tag here. And I'm just trying different things to see what I like with that. I do like the little word crocus sticking out a lot. I think that could be fun. Then let's tie a bow and put up here and leave that little tag sticking out the side. Susan, you're going to need this one.
Me. Thank you.
Drink.
Do we attach this blue yet? or is the ribbon going around it?
That's the most excellent question because I thought about putting ribbon around mine after I put it down. So we're not wrapping ribbon. You can go ahead and attach it.
Okay.
Now, some of you are going to complain at me, but I actually really just like the texture of sticking this in. I like the idea of putting this in off to the side and just leaving the word crocus out. If that really bothers you to cover up the pretty flowers that are on that stake, then maybe just put that stake underneath and bring it down not so far. But I'm going to do this, I think, because it's different. A different can be fun.
Yes.
So I'm going to put a little tape under here. And I'm going to stick this out like a little tab from the side that says crocus, because it looks fun. Okay. So let's put this back on again so I can see where that's going. And I just want this little tab sticking out the side. I'm going to let it stick right into the mirror board. Well, I was going to do that and I dropped it. Okay, I'm going to let it stick clear out into the mirror board. And then I'm going to put this tag, I'm going to put this topper down low and off to the left. And then I'm going to put a big bow on here. But I'm going to wait to glue that down until I get my bow made and see how it all ferrets out. So let's get our... Okay, let's make another, if you're on the red, make another 3, 5, 1. If you're on a blue bow maker, make it 3, 5, 7. We're really using your Kathy Girly Girl bows today. So cheers to you, Kathy S., for developing this beautiful bow for us. Okay, if you've got it on right, it's going to look like that. Let's check and see that it looks nice and balanced.
3, 5, 7.
3, 5, 1. 3, 5, 7 if you're on the blueberry.
Okay.
Gonna scrunch that down, scrunch that up, put a little piece of tape in here, because that's a lot of ribbon we're holding at one time. I'm going to take my 2 pieces of ribbon. I'm going to, which are coming from the top and bottom at this point, but I'm taking them and I'm pulling them out to the side, and I'm pulling firmly. So I get a nice center on my bow. Oh, that's interesting. And it did not center quite correctly. For some reason, I don't fully understand, but we'll fix it. I put my scissors in these little loops here, and I'm just going to pull and extend these loops a little bit. And that looks better. See, my bows aren't always perfect, guys. Sometimes I have to do a little maneuvering with them, but now it looks good.
Shenanigans, and yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give it some whale tails. Fold it like a taco, clip upward and out towards the end of the ribbon. We'll give you a little V out of the center of your ribbon that will look pretty. Now, I'm going to place that ribbon on it here. I want it here. I clip my tails a little shorter for this one. For some reason, the longer tails just don't appeal to me on this one. I cut this a little shorter.
Little shorter, she says, after I put my glue on.
There we
That's
go.
okay, I can do it.
Okay, glad to hear it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going like that, I think. Oh, actually, I really like that even better. Okay, I'm going like that.
Okay.
Gonna put a little best glue ever on it. I got you guys out late tonight. Let's see, so it's 6:30-ish right now, Margie?
Sure.
Is it?
I don't know.
6:24.
Oh, we're doing great then. I got another couple minutes to do a... I didn't want to keep you past 6:30 if I could help it. Okay, gonna put on my foam squares.
Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I've not done it yet, so I can do. Ha.
Put on a few foam squares here. We're getting a massive load of cards out of these, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, heap and heaps. Heap and heaps.
It really extends things when you add the acetate and the parchment, and then the adorable scoreable. Okay. All right.
Flowers up the right way.
I'm going that way. And then this is going to go, when it dries, kind of a little bit off to the left. I'm bringing back this last one we did, which should have now dried. I'm putting this one to dry back up where that one was. And where did we say we wanted this? I think we said we wanted it across the corner. Did we not? That's where it's going.
Done. Done and done again.
Okay. We've got one left to go. We're going to do a little book page. And look at the little book pages that match this design. We'll figure out what we're going to do. I have a paperweight. I have this beautiful purple. I have another paperweight. I have another paperweight. And I have these. Well, these are purple. There's no real choice to be made here. We'll go with the purple.
Are you going for purple?
I'm going with the purple crocus. I'm going to use a 5x5 card. I'm going to use the purple crocus. Oh, you're going to need one of those?
Yes, please.
I have to choose between these two. Oh, decision. Is it going to be this one? Or is it going to be this one? I actually believe it's going to be the smaller of the two. We're going to use this one. Now, if you were working out of an actual little book, which we are not going to be giving you extra pages, but if we were working out of a little book, one of the things I might advocate to you would be to cut out these two butterflies and cut out maybe this crocus in the front and layer those. But I'm not going to give you two little book pages to do that. We're going to come up with our own card design here, just using this. Can open either from the top or from the side, your preference. I'm going to cut 1/8 of an inch off of all four sides of these, of this purple border, so that my topper is going to end up being 4.5. I think I messed that up a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to take, it's going to end up being 4 3/8 by 4 3/8. So just cut it so it's even.
What size is the card?
4 and a 5.
A 5.
I think
Wanna
there's
make
one
sure
here,
before
right?
I grabbed.
Did you get one? Okay,
Ooh.
that's too big there. All right. Ooh, that's pretty. I do believe that perhaps
Yeah, that's fine.
I want. Huh. How much of this do I have left? If I only use half a sheet, I have enough? Maybe. Okay. Out of a half a sheet of Adorable Scoreable that will be included in your kit, I still have this piece left. I'm going to cut that down a little bit more. I'm going to cut it to, let's cut it to 3 1/4 to start with and just see what that looks like. Working on my white card, I'm going to cut this to 3 1/4. I like that. I like that. I'm going to 3. I'm cutting that 3 inches wide. I'm going to leave a 1 inch blank spot on either side. The card is just a tad bit uneven on the bottom. I'm going to straighten that up. Okay, I'm going to put myself a 1 inch strip of this.
1 inch strip.
I'm sorry, I'm putting a 3 inch strip of this gold, of this purple. So sorry, guys. Okay, I'm going to put a 3 inch strip of this purple on my 5 inch white card. It's going to leave a 1 inch border on either side. I'm going to position my little book page in the middle there, which I actually think looks really, really cool. I'm going to go ahead and put this down to my card, and then we'll decide if we want what else, if anything, we want to do to it.
So having white behind it.
Excuse me?
Having white behind
Yes.
it like that. Thank you.
And we're just using the white of the cardstock, because why put white cardstock down on top of white cardstock? I think the white and the lavender is beautiful together. I'm just going to center this so we have nice, even white borders. Let's see what we have for tags left. I have this pretty crocus one right here. One for Susan.
Thank you.
I don't want to go over any of my butterflies, which only leaves me one corner in which I can put this tag. I'm going to put some foam squares under it. I'm going to position this so that I'm on the purple with the edges of it. Oops. Straight would be good. And there we go. There is our little book page card. Let's see how many cards we got today. I think these cards could definitely benefit from a bit of stickles. We are going to have some insert paper in your kit. You'll get three sheets of insert paper, which probably will not, it absolutely will not insert all of our cards, but it will insert quite a bit of it. And let's see what we made today. We made one. Our last one is now ready to use. Two. I'm not sure I like that way. Let's try it again. Better. Two. Three. Oops. Get them on the table, Deborah. So you can see. Can you back up just a bit, Margie? Four. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really? 8, 9. I think that's a record for a Thursday night. Wow. Let's look at these close up again. Are we ready? Come in closer again, Margie. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had no idea. 9 cards, hour and a half. Here we go. We did this one.
Closer again.
Yeah.
More so.
1, 2, 3,
Nine. I got 9 too.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. And they're gorgeous. Wowzer!
Woohoo!
That's a lot of cards on a Thursday night. But we're 2.5 hours in, right? 6:30-ish?
640.
Oh, it's 6:40? Well, I'm not going to fool around. 2.5 hours, Mary R. But I still think that's pretty amazing. So I am not going to fool around and keep you guys late tonight. We have another class coming up on Saturday. I will see you there, dizzy or not. And
And you're going to be doing.
Brittany's going to be working on these kits for us. So these kits will be up soon. She's got everything laid out there to start these tomorrow. So she'll be working on these cards tomorrow. And that's it. I'm going to say you guys stay safe, stay well, and we will see you on Saturday. Okay? God bless you guys. Stay safe.
Bye.